I am so excited today because today I just became a level 6. My wife and I are so appreciative. First of all, we want to thank God because really, without him guiding and leading us, we wouldn't be where we are today. I want to thank Professor Stephen Beard and his entire staff for providing such an incredible opportunity. In fact, it's been life-changing. You see, when I first heard about BG, I was very skeptical. It was back in July of 2024, and I said no. In fact, when Ann tried to share this with me, I actually tried to talk her out of it. And I did not join BG until the following year in March of 2025. Now, what's interesting is that I'm doing this video from the very same car that I was sitting in when I joined in March of 2025. In fact, I was out, ladies and gentlemen, delivering DoorDash just to try to make ends meet. We were in a very, very low place. And we didn't have a lot of money to get started with. We were only making a few dollars a day. And I just remember driving up to different restaurants and a lot of 5-star restaurants and telling my wife, man, these restaurants are so beautiful. One day, something's going to change and I'm going to bring you here and we can eat whatever we want. In fact, you don't have to order off the right side of the menu. You know where all the prices are. You order off the left side, whatever you want. It's going to happen one day. And I didn't know it, but the process has already started. You see, while I was out driving, my wife was at home copying and pasting. She was doing the trades for me. And what was so powerful about that is that we only had one position in the company. And so she was copying and pasting, and I was out driving just trying to make ends meet. And I was aware, because I have a trading background, I was aware that when people trade, they're very emotional, like myself. And I was trading and making money and then losing it just as fast as I was making it. And then when I found out from Ann in March that it was an AI that was trading, and she explained to me that it was winning over 99% of its trades, I thought, I've got to see if this is really, really real. You see, what kept me back before is because I was very negative. I was reading negative things online. And so that was controlling my thinking instead of me saying, you know what? Why don't I just put in what I can afford to risk? And if I had have just made that mental decision back in July of 2024, ladies and gentlemen, my life would have been changed a long time ago. But I set out, I wasted a lot of time. And even when I got started in March, I sat there for 4 months. While my wife was copying and pasting, I said, let me see exactly if this wins over 99% of the time. And ladies and gentlemen, it did it every single time. And my wife, I remember coming home one day, it was right at the end of June, and my wife said, I was in Bond Chat and I asked people, I saw these people making these, this incredible amounts of income. And she said, what do I need to do? Because my account is not like theirs. It's not growing as fast as theirs. She said, what do I need to do? And one person told her, I don't know who it was, and I'm so thankful, but the person said, just go out and share this with 5 people. And when I got home that day, my wife said, well, they said just share it with 5 people. I said, come on, honey, it's not that simple. She said, yes, that's what they said. That's what I want you to do. Go out and share this with 5 people. Because you see, for 4 months, our account has been going up every single day. We've been winning every single day. And I said, okay. And at that point, in the beginning of July, I started sharing with people. I went out and shared it with 5 and then 5 more. And ladies and gentlemen, the team, the amount of people, how their lives have started to change, the income that they were starting to receive was phenomenal. And I was so thankful because on July 31st, the last day of July, it was the last day I ever delivered another food delivery for DoorDash. Guys, my life had changed in just going out and start sharing it with people. And today, from July up till today in January, I am so thankful that, we've become level 6s. That is a great life-changing opportunity. And I can't wait to level 7 because, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to retire this car that I'm sitting in when we become level 7s. And I am going to take the professor up on that incredible promotion that when you become a level 7, you can go out and pick an automobile from $50,000 to $300,000 and the company makes the payments. Guys, I cannot wait. So again, I'm just putting up this quick video out of deep appreciation. I'm humbled. I'm awed. I thank so much my team because I could not have done it without them. You guys are the absolute best. They believe, they go out and share, they're dedicated, they're up from early in the morning to late at night, and they're out sharing this opportunity. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what this is all about. How many people can we share this with and help them change their life? Thank you again, Professor, Elena, the entire staff. And I appreciate each and every person on my team because, again, we couldn't have done this without you. Thank you so much.